Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namasrishtam Manumapi Shachiputramatra Swarupam Rupam Tasyagrajamurupurim Matvarim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Gidivaramaho Radhika Madhavasham Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Sri Gurum Tam Natosmi. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Prema Bhakti Rasanandam Kripa Sindhu Mamananam Pragapayantam Vande Sri Bhakti Vedanta Narayanam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutade Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamane Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. So today we are continuing with Sri Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, verse 29. Last week we read up to and including the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami and the commentary of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now, this is the first verse so far where we have the Vivrti of Gurudev Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Vivrti. Sri Brahma has glorified Sri Krishna with this shloka beginning with the words Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu. So it is Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Vriksha Lakshavriteshu Surabhira Vitalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrahma Sevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. In this verse, he has expressed profound moods of immense longing regarding the most effective sadhana for a sadhaka bhakta. There are two methods, each appropriate to the sadhaka in different stages. One is mantramayi upasana, which entails contemplating one specific pastime situated in one place. So this we discussed last week. This was explained. That is mantramayi upasana. Generally, we are not doing the mantramayi upasana. The other is the method of swarasiki, which entails contemplation on all the pastimes collectively. So all the lila going on in many different places in the Dham, and according to the ras we are aspiring for, this is swarasiki upasana. In this prayer, Brahmaji has first of all described the subject of the superior meditation, Swarasiki Lila. So this verse, Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu, this is a meditation on Swarasiki Lila. It was described previously that Brahmaji developed a very strong desire to have the service of Sri Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. So this is the mood behind these prayers. Brahmaji has also offered similar prayers in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Namo Vijnana Rupaya Paramananda Rupine Krishnaya Gopinathaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. O Bhagavan, you are the foundation of that realized knowledge, by whose power all things are illuminated. You are the original reservoir of all pleasure, and you attract all and bestow joy upon all. O Gopinath, O Govinda, I offer my pranam unto you again and again. Furthermore, O Prabhu, Your two eyes expand like the petals of a lotus flower, and a garland of forest flowers hangs down gracefully from your neck. O Govinda, the creation of the universe has sprung up from the lotus of your navel, and you maintain the life breath of all the gopis. May you accept my obeisances unto you. Barhapira Bhiramaya Ramaya Kuntamedhase Rama Manasahamsaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. O Bhagavan, your head is decorated with a crown bedecked with peacock feathers. You delight the hearts of all, and there is no anxiety at all within you. You are the embodiment of immeasurable knowledge. You are the king of swans who always plays upon the lake of the gopis' hearts. Therefore, O Govinda, may you kindly accept my pranam at your lotus feet. So there are so many references to Krishna's loving affairs with the gopis, and this is also giving reference. This statement that Srila Gurudev has referenced. You maintain the life breath, the pran of all the gopis. This is referring directly to Gopi Gita. Jayati te tikam janmana vraja shrayata indira shashvaratrahi Dayita drisyatam dikshutavakas tvaidritasavas tvam vichinvate. The gopis are saying, O Krishna, you have appeared here in Braj, and it is just as if the goddess of fortune, Indira, has appeared here personally. Everything has become beautiful and auspicious. Now, someone may think gopis are hinting at opulence of Krishna. No, they are speaking in Shleshya Vakya. By giving crooked words, they are also saying that we have taken shelter, we are following. Our path is that of Radharani, and you are a person who will let us die. Because if you come before us, then we are able to breathe. We have life in our bodies. But if you do not come before us, because Krishna had disappeared from the rasa dance, then we will die. And you are the maintainer of our life breath. So, Tvai dhritasavas tvam vichinvate. We always think of you. Gopis are saying, Krishna, you are a thief. You have stolen our hearts. And we are only chasing after you to get back that which is ours. But if you don't come before us, we will certainly die. Tvayi dhritasavas tvam vichinvate. So, how Krishna maintains his devotees, especially his dearmost devotees, he gives his darshan. Even those devotees who are in the stage of doing sadhana, who have not even come to the stage of rati, still we will be maintained by hearing Harikatha, by chanting, by associating with devotees and hearing very sweet Harikatha. Otherwise, what happens? We will spiritually die. We will dive into the ocean of repeated birth and death, and we will become attached to various types of sense enjoyment, and we will remain rotting in this material world. When we ask for Krishna's protection, we are asking, oh, Krishna, please let me associate with your devotees. Let me hear Harikatha. Let me not be distracted by the glare of Maya. It is so shiny, and everyone wants to talk about Maya. What is the latest, oh, conspiracy katha? What is the latest conspiracy nonsense that has come from some YouTuber? And oh, I want to share this with everyone. It is important information. No, this is nonsense. This is Maya. What has come from Sri Krishna? What has come from Sri Krishna's devotees? That is the true thing that we want to pursue. And when we have a strong desire, a greed to hear Harikatha, this will maintain us. This will keep our heart beating, and this will keep us in spiritual life. It doesn't mean that we will be free from suffering. There will come some suffering, but that suffering will not affect us if we are absorbed in Harikatha. So, moving on, again from Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Venuvadana Shilaya Gopalaya Himardane Kalindi Kulalolaya Lolakundala Dharine. O Sri Krishna, you frolic eternally in the forest of Vrindavan, and at every moment you attract the devotees by playing sweetly upon your flute. You are the guardian of the Vedas, Mother Earth, and the cows. Your splendid presence in the form of a cowherd boy, protecting the land, cowherd boys, gopis, and cows, is eternal. You give life to all the gopas and gopis by vanquishing wicked demons such as Kaliya, Aga, and Baka. O Yamuna Tatabihari, you engage in delightful revelry on the banks of the river Yamuna. Your dangling earrings swing to and fro. O Govinda, may you kindly accept my humble obeisances. So this is a meditation on Sri Krishna in Vrindavan. Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada also would have us sing one kirtan before every class. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Gidivadadhari Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari. All of Vrindavan is present in this one very simple, very short, very sweet kirtan of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So in this way, Brahmaji has offered prayers while immersed in the waves of a variety of wonderful bhavas. So it is these prayers that Brahmaji was first initiated by Divya Saraswati. She gave Brahmaji the Gopal mantra, Klim Krishnaya Govindaya, etc. And by practice of Gopal mantra, then Brahmaji received actual initiation from the flute song of Sri Krishna, which entered his 8 ear holes. And he received the Kama Gayatri. And Kama Gayatri is the mother of the Vedas, and all Vedic knowledge was manifested. And he got darshan of Goloka Vrindavan. And by this prayer, therefore, he is now offering his worship to Govindaji, having had darshan of Goloka Vrindavan. When the lotus-eyed Sri Krishna, surrounded by all his friends, leaves the cowherd village and enters the forest to tend the cows, he increases the bliss of the residents of Braj, especially the Braja gopis, and steals their hearts, minds, and life breath, or pran. The unprecedented aura of his cowherd boy attire and his attractive, dark, fresh rain cloud complexion seems to expand in all directions as a blue sapphire fills its surroundings with its brilliant luster. Similarly, Shyamasundar's radiant hue makes the entire forest of Vrindavan azure. So this is such a beautiful description. In this, Krishna is enchanting the residents of Vrindavan and especially the gopis, but all the residents of Vrindavan. And he steals their hearts, their minds, and their pran, the vital airs circulating within the body. They literally have no choice but to go looking for Krishna, especially the gopis. In the arbors of Vrindavan forest, the trees, which are covered with flowering vines, observe a grand festival to welcome Sri Krishna. Immediately upon his return to the forest, the friendly creatures and birds become submerged in the highest bliss of prema. On the pretext of dripping streams of honey, all the trees weep tears of joy. They experience bhavas such as horripilation by sprouting new thorns. Horripilation simply means the hair standing on end. So the trees are actually experiencing bhav. When Krishna has entered the forest, now the trees are getting darshan of Krishna, and they are manifesting ecstatic symptoms absorbed in prem. So their hairs are standing on end, so some thorns come out of the bodies of the trees, and the trees are dripping streams of honey. This is their weeping tears of joy. More on this later. Brahmaji saw such love-laden trees of Vrindavan as desire trees or kalpavriksha. Therefore, to indicate that thousands upon thousands of such desire trees adorn the transcendental forest of Vrindavan, he has said, Kalpavriksha lakshavriteshu. Countless bowers of desire trees stand as the concentrated embodiments of eternal, conscious, and euphoric ras, Satchidananda, fulfilling all the desires of those who take shelter of them. So we think in this world, we think of a wish-fulfilling tree like it's a, permanent lottery ticket. I'll go and wish for anything and the tree will give me. But that is also the function in the spiritual world, except the desires of the liberated devotees are not for their own enjoyment. They are to please Krishna. And at this, Brajavasis excel. And more than anyone else, Ramya Kachidupasana Brajavadhu Vargena Yakalpita. That method of upasana done by the Braja Gopis is topmost. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matabindam Tatradaro Napara. We have the topmost respect for this. These are the opinions of the philosophy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the desire trees, which can fulfill the desires of the devotees, those who take shelter of them, they are supplying everything devotees need for serving Sri Krishna. Their different colors are astonishing. And their various shapes cause one to be struck with wonder. They produce exquisite fruits, flowers, and tender buds or manjaris that perfume the forest with amazing fragrances. For the sake of facilitating Sri Radha Krishna's loving affairs, the bowers of Vrindavan's desire trees are manifest in many varieties. Some are the highest transformation of the essence of nectar. Some appear to be artistically fashioned from transcendental butter. And some hold intoxicating condensed nectar in their branches. There are also some that have a brilliant white appearance. One type resembles crystal, while others are like camphor. So camphor has this kind of shiny white appearance, very brilliant. Such descriptions are given of desire trees. We think it is like something you might see in a botanical garden or arboretum. No, it is something that cannot even be conceived of with our mundane mind and intellect. Another idea is conveyed by the words kalpavriksha lakshavriteshu. The trees, which are covered with flowering vines, are animate and possessed of ecstatic emotions. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has also stated, He Madhavi Madhuranga Tarunatamala, O young tamala tree, in the empire of the Vrindavan forest, Raja Lakshmi, the empress in the form of the flowering Madhavi vine, has enveloped you from head to toe, and thus she is enhancing the exceptionally enchanting beauty of your trunk, branches, twigs, and other features. All directions of Sri Vrindavan are fully permeated by your fragrance, and all the burning distress of the people of this world is relieved by the cooling shade of your fame. This is from Sri Vrindavan Mahimamrita by Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur. The trees of Vrindavan are studded with horripilation in the form of newly sprouted shoots due to their intense transcendental affection or anurag for Sri Sri Radha Krishna. So we heard before that trees sometimes sprout thorns. They also sometimes send out new shoots, which is a way of showing their hair standing on end. On the pretext of dripping honey, they rain down streams of tears. When the gentle breezes blow, the trees strike comical poses by moving their leaves, and they begin to perform a transcendental dance in the bliss of prem. When the trees appear to bring forth a profusion of blossoming flowers, they are actually bursting out laughing. Think about this for a moment. How the trees are laughing. This is also one of the symptoms of bhav, laughing, spontaneous laughter. And the trees are laughing by bringing out a burst of blossoming, fragrant flowers. These are not like any trees we know. The desire trees also perfectly sing the praises of Sri Sri Radha Madhava through the chirping of the birds residing in their branches. By bending down due to the burden of so many fruits, they offer pranam to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. May the bowers of Sri Vrindavan confer the supreme transcendental bliss upon us all. This is such a very profound description. We have to keep this in our heart and just keep it in our heart while chanting and try to keep it from evaporating and let it flavor our activities and our thoughts. Thus, all the trees and creepers of Vrindavan are desire trees and desire creepers. They cannot be compared with ordinary desire trees and vines that fulfill the worldly desires of mortal beings in the spheres of religiosity, economic development, and sense gratification. So within this material world, there is a planet of Kamadhenu cows presided over by Surabhi. It is not something that we can go to. You certainly can't go to it in a rocket ship or anything like that. Um, you can't even actually see it because we are kind of boxed within kind of like a little corner where asuras are kept. We cannot go and see the very beautiful planet of Surabhi cows. We cannot see the beautiful planet of desire trees. There are desire trees in this world. One can go to these desire trees and they will fulfill our desire for any type of fruit or any vegetable, anything. But these desire trees and desire creepers of Vrindavan, they are completely beyond even that which we have not seen. By taking shelter of these transcendental desire trees and desire creepers, all material ambitions and desires are dispelled from the heart, which becomes completely filled with the mood of divine service to Sri Sri Radha Madhava. These trees and creepers bestow prem for the divine couple upon those who are under their shelter, thus allowing such surrendered souls to become supremely fortunate. So this is a very important thing. We are actually praying. Brahmaji is thinking about Lakshavriteshu and how there are lakhs and lakhs of desire trees. And he is also mentioning the cows as well. These have no comparison because by taking shelter, all material ambitions and desires are dispelled from the heart. What does that mean? We take shelter of the process of bhakti. We are praying to Vrinda Devi. Bhaktya vihina parada lakshay kshiptascha kamadhitaranga madhye kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna Vrinde numaste charanadavindam. O Vrinda Devi, you are so merciful. You are Krishna's Leela Shakti. And I am so fallen. I am full of lust, anger, greed, and all inauspicious things. But you are so merciful. I pray to you that you will lift me up and I am surrendering to your lotus feet. Please pick me up and allow me to serve in the groves of Sri Vrindavan Dham. So this is from Sri Vrinda Devi Ashtakam. These trees and creepers bestow prem for the divine couple upon those who are under their shelter, thus allowing such surrendered souls to become supremely fortunate. In this regard, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Pad has commented, Ya Radhaya Varatanunate Yokti Matrena Nrityed Gayet Yoktya Madhukararutar Vigyaganam Tanoti Karandet Yoktya Visrijati Madhut Pallita Syadhaseti Prokta Slishya Drumam Yatigida Sarasvaje Drishtagucha. This is from Sri Vrindavan Mahimamrita. When Sri Radha says to those creepers of Vraj, "O beautiful limbed ones, you should dance," they begin to dance by moving their leaves. When she says, "Now sing," they begin to sing by means of the humming of bumblebees. When she says, "Now weep," they immediately shower streams of honey. And when she says, "Now smile," they immediately burst into bloom. Upon hearing Sri Radha say, "Embrace this tree," they become utterly overjoyed and wind around the tree. Sometimes Vrishabhanu Nandini Sri Radha conceals herself in a kunja or bower during a game of hide and seek. Shyamasundar then tries to find her by taking help from the creepers, who enable him to discover her by hinting at her whereabouts through the trembling of their newly sprouted foliage. Look, there she is. She is over there. Oh, she has gone here. And they are giving indications to Krishna. In this way, wherever the confidential pastimes of Sri Radha Madhava take place in the kunjas and hidden bowers, all the residents of Vraj are forever immersed in the waves of the topmost bliss of Prem. I render service to the primeval personality, Sri Govinda, who resides eternally in that supreme abode of Vrindavan. So we have gone through the preceding 28 verses of Sri Brahma Samhita. We have discussed so much tattva, siddhant, and we have also described the nature of the Gopal mantra and the Kama Gayatri mantra. But all of it has been leading up to this. This stuti is not simply some prayers that sound very nice that we can offer. Yes, of course, we should and we can offer these prayers. This is why Mahaprabhu gave us these. But the real meaning is diving so deeply and through the ears, having darshan of Sri Vrindavan Dham by means of the instructions, the words of the associate of Radha Madhava. So this is our fortune, but it is also our misfortune. We have no taste. So to get through the preceding 28 verses, it is a little hard, but it is like a kind of a wall. Now we've reached the inside. We've gone through the crunchy shell, and now we're inside where there is very sweet cream and nectar and rus and very, very beautiful. So this is the process by chanting, by remembering, by associating with devotees, by hearing philosophical topics, we are preparing so that we can hear this. What a wonderful description of the eternal abode that we will aspire from. When I can go there and when I will meet with Guru Saki, who will engage me in the service of Sri Sri Radha Madhava. Sometimes devotees talk about, oh, what is my service? I must do a service. I will go to the temple and do a service. And that's very good because we want to increase our seva vritti. But real seva, our real seva will be realized when we come in Sri Vrindavan Dham. And Guru Saki will come and greet us and say, oh, hey, you come sit here. You will make garlands now for Radha Krishna. Come on, sit here, and you will be sitting with others and stringing garlands and hearing about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Lalita Saki and Shri Rupa Manjari and Shri Rati Manjari. They will be there. They will be discussing things. They will talk about how Krishna is not allowed to see Swamini Shri Radha. And Guru Saki has engaged us in service, and we will be hearing Harikatha. So if we cannot practice having seva vritti and completely giving up the propensity to criticize others, how can we become prepared to enter into this eternal abode, which is full of eternality, knowledge, and bliss? And there is no trace of any mundane thing, any of these things that we are used to swimming in the mucky environment of this material world. So Srila Gurudev has very mercifully given us all these things so that we can keep them in our heart and cherish them and cherish these aspirations so that in our chanting will be focused, it will be fixed, and we will develop some greed. Oh, it is a priceless thing. When I can come, when I will come in Sri Vrindavan Dham, and I will be given some service of the divine couple. That is our aspiration. Go Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Any questions from those who are attending? You can unmute and ask or put it in the chat. Okay, and I will end here. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Radha.